And we are live. Hello, everybody. I am the Etcetera Kid. And if this is your first time watching either live or on demand, know first that this show I'm appearing live from, well, that's classified. I can't tell you where I am. But if this is your first time, this show is all about improvisation. Everything you see me do is going to be made up on the spot. But I get a ton of help from chat. Chat gives me the sounds, the starting speed. Well, it's always the speed. I usually don't change it too much. Starting key. I turn usernames to drum loops and drum fills. You guys come up with titles and venue names and tour names. And you help train to be or not to bot to enter the world of the living. I don't know where I'm going with that exactly. Anyway, welcome everybody. I see a bunch of folks are here. I see Ariona Squire. Let's see. Cool Reason, Kennedals, Ninja Fleas, Sniper Bob. If I did not say your name, it's because I don't see it in my brief list. But welcome everybody. Welcome lurkers as well. Cool Reason, you will be pleased to know that my Vuvuzela should be arriving in the mail tomorrow, but I'm going to wait to open it. Until I think we're going to do an unboxing on stream. How about that? You guys will hear my first notes from the Vuvuzela on Friday, assuming it does arrive tomorrow. Oh, and Hat Machine is here. Alpha Gamer. I spent way too long looking at different Vuvuzela options. Let's see. Request time. Oh, I see Puggy's here. I'm looking at requests now, bringing those over. I have fun doing that. I have fun sort of, figuring it out on the fly. The day I got my Melodica was in, I don't know, November maybe. And I think I literally played it for about 5 or 10 minutes before the show. That was it. I like the sort of the terror of trying something new in front of lots of people. Let's see. Almost ready. Okay. Do we have? I didn't even check if we had enough. We did. Good. Okay, we have key of A sharp minor from Sniper Bob, 95 beats a minute from Ninja Fleas. Drum loops from Puggy and Casilton. And we will look at those momentarily. To be or not to bot in camera 3, you have plans, I take it? I have to warn you, to be or not to bot, camera 3 is not the most reliable sidekick. Of course, Buggy. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So has anybody verified that Doom fills are now working as well? In theory, they should be. It's not something I'm going to test personally. You guys are just going to have to tell me if it's working or not. Okay, we have from Sniper Bob, Dub Smash. That's good. I didn't even remember to check if Things had loaded. Okay, now that we have our kit, that means we can import our track names, generate these drum fills, generate our drum loops. Okay. There we go. Puggy and Casilton. Hey, Seebeck. Oh, the Skullvalanche is here. Okay, good. Cool Blue Reason confirms that that Doomfill is working. That's a good idea you guys started with aliases for the command, because it must get boring to type the same thing over and over again, especially with drum fills when you guys have to do a bunch to keep us afloat. Now you've got all these other options. I would never have thought of that. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, we're supposed to look at our loops. In theory. Here we go. Puggy! Puggy's beat pretty minimal. Snare on 1 and 3 too. Oh man. Oh, and Apugs is here. Apugs. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do? We're going to vary these hats a bunch to get a little more shape. Let's break the rules. We're going to put kicks on 2 and 4. We're going to have our snares in 1 and 3. I'm going to do my best not to turn the beat around with this. And I think we're going to honor that first silence. But I think we're going to do an open hi-hat and kick right there. So this beat is reverse what you normally would have. You know, who came up with the rule that snares are supposed to be on 2 and 4 and kicks on 1 and 3? Who came up with that rule? We're breaking it. Thanks, Puggy. Let's check out Casilton's beat. Here it is, raw from the generator. Okay, let's see here. Going to add a kick. And let's add 1 snare there, and that'll be good. Yeah, these 2 kicks I want to lower just a bit. Here it is, Casilton's beat. Oh, that's wacky. Nice. I agree, Cool Blue Reason. No rules. No rules. Is actually it's one of the things about vast majority of music, like 99% of music you listen to, is it's based on groups of 4, 8, 16s, and 32s. If you guys know what a measure is. And so what's interesting is you get so used to it. Like I don't have to count like 32 beats. I don't need to count that. I know where I am at any moment in 32 beats because I feel it like in groups of 8s. And I think a lot of people, you know, we're just used to that. That's just sort of convention. And so when something is very different, like in 7, you have to work so much harder. And that's the other, and then that's what I was thinking with snares on 2 and 4. Even though beats often don't have the snare on 2 and 4, still that's sort of what the beat is based off of. If you deconstruct down to its most basic, like a rock beat is kick on 1, snare on 2, kick on 3, snare on 4. And then there's a million variations off that, but there's that sort of established. And so sometimes it's if you're playing and those get reversed, it's very easy to start thinking beat 1 is beat 2. But if I do that on this track, it won't really work because the looper knows where beat 1 is. Even if I think beat 1 is beat 2, the looper knows it's beat 1. Okay, sounds we have from Dombro chords. Bluegrass banjo from Cool Reason. Oh, we should go on this screen, right? We got XP string stereo from Cara Diva. Pompeii Dark from Ariona Squire. Yeah, I think someone was saying, shouldn't it be Pompeii? And you look at a keyboard and a J is right next to an I, so I think it's possible that when someone made that sound, they mistyped, and they meant Pompeii Dark. Now, or am I mispronouncing it? Maybe it's supposed to be spelled that way. Let me double check. Maybe I'm just mispronouncing it. Yeah, no, Pompeii is, Pompeii. There's no J in it. Definitely no J. So somebody I think made a mistake. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, we're going to start. Oh yeah, you guys choose which sounds. I'm off to a slow start. Okay, here's your options. We could start one of the drum loops or Dombro chords. Bluegrass banjo. XP strings. Pompeii Dark. Sneaky synth. And, I didn't even get through all of them. Whoops. Sneaky synth from Hat Machine. And Puggy Small Bites. Man, I'm out of it apparently today. Seebeck asked about time signature. At some point, I've got a whole bunch of things I've been intending to add with requests, and part of the delay was I want to handle it with the Jumbotron so that I can credit people. But I did put some work into it yesterday, a couple days ago, and came up with a theoretical framework for how I'm going to handle crediting of all these different things. Because when I originally did credits, I basically created it for specific kinds of credits, like a sound, right? So I came up with at least a framework for how I'm going to theoretically do it so that I'm not stuck. I can come up with a new kind of request, and I'm not limited by the framework I'd already built. Because that's where I was at. Is the framework it's going to take such a major process to add stuff. So I'm coming up with a way to handle credits that basically are based off of track-based, clip-based, section-based, and song-based. So all of those kinds will have 4 different rules. Anyway. That was one of my holdups, was coming up with a conceptual way to do it so that adding a new kind of request wasn't a major project every time I had to do it. So once I have this framework in place, adding new kinds of requests like modes or chords or melodies or notes or time signatures or all that stuff will be a lot easier to handle. Okay, but no promises when I'm going to do that. I've got some other things that are still higher up on the list. Okay. Ending voting. Let's see you guys chose. Sneaky Synth. Sneaky Synth. Quite the name. Nice. Sneaky Synth from Hat Machine. Okay. But what's going to really put some fire under me to finally add these other requests is if we get to the point where every track, every single request slot is a different person, that's going to put the fire under me, because that means that we could have more people getting requests in than are. But right now we still have, there's usually duplicates, people get at least 2 or, so that's when I'll really feel the pressure, I think. Not that it's not important, it's just I have these other things that are a little more pressing. Okay, let's see. First track of the day. Yeah, and effects, that's another one. So, I know some people have said, oh, kid, you don't need to worry about the Jumbotron. You don't need to worry about credits. But this is maybe my insanity, is it's going to be a pebble in my shoe if some things are getting credited on screen and some aren't. That makes me just so uncomfortable. I know it shouldn't. And it's actually a little tricky. It took a lot of work to get the Jumbotron to work so that things are basically timed. And even now, there's some things that drive me crazy. Like the key request keeps going, even if I do a second loop that is in a different key. Because I often in the second loop change keys. That drives me nuts. But again, I needed this framework so that, to control for that. And that framework is difficult took some time to come up with how I was going to do it. But yeah, effects, that was another one that a lot of people have requested. But it's like with the effects, that's why it's sort of complicated with the crediting, because let's say my software has to know if the effect is on, it has to know which track it's on, so it can check, and then it has to give the credit, and it's actually it's not super straightforward to do something like that. Yeah. The Jumbotron was probably my least favorite part of the whole development process for this show. Like, no question, it was the worst part of coding. I had to rewrite it, I think, 3 or 4 times because it uses SQLite database and Max has a real trouble with SQL. Like, weird things happen. It's unreliable. And I'd have something that theoretically would work and then would just be inexplicable bugs. So I had to keep rewriting until I found something that was really stable. So that's, it gives me nightmares thinking about working on that software again. That's partly why I've delayed it. That's also why I wanted to come up with a really good theoretical framework. So once I do it, I'm going to never have to deal with this software again. Okay, enough talking. I'm taking forever to get started. Let's do it. First improv of the day. We're starting with Sneaky Synth. As always, as I'm playing, suggest titles, venues. We have some awesome venues for today. Some tour name suggestions for March. Bot Talk, if you haven't done any Bot Talk yet. Okay. That's sort of privileged information, to be or not about. You shouldn't be sharing that with chat. Okay, here we go. Maximin has no trouble with SQL. Well, let me tell you, Maximin, I wish you could be the software I'm using and not Max. Maximin, you're right, would have no issues, but Max does. Okay, here we go. Time to etceterate. First track of the day. Okay, I'm going to take a quick pause to fix this camera. Just 1 second. Okay, camera 1 is unreliable as camera 3. Okay, thanks for those loose, Puggy and Casilton. A nice set of sounds. Hey, Scaploony. Yeah, this is camera 3's chance. Camera 3, you could take over the show for camera 1. This could be your show now. Maybe I should play just to you. Forget camera 1. Just be the two of us. What do you think? You good? Okay. Port camera 2 gets the least amount of love. Okay, let's do our title. Let's see. We got some titles. Nice. Oh, thanks for the calps. Let's see. From Seebeck, there's no place like home. From Puggy, binary moments. From Corbin, ephemeral clairvoyance. Let's see. Cobble Reason Road. Did anyone notice the new features during the song? I don't know what they are, if there were some. Maybe I did some coding in my sleep. Or maybe I forgot. See, I forget stuff as soon as I do it. It's like it's the past. Let's see. 2 more. From Ariona, we have riding Rainclouds on sunny days. And from Diva, Backgammon Society. Okay, those are your options. There's no place like home. Oh, cool reason referring to the camera malfunction. I see. Yeah, what happened is sometimes, every once in a while, the camera will stop recording, and if it doesn't record, well, I actually could turn it off so that you don't see those little symbols that were on screen. But the problem is that the camera looks much better when it's recording. It sends out a better signal from the HDMI out. So I want it to be recording all the time. So that little, that stuff, as unattractive is it tells me, because I might not be paying attention, that I got to start recording it again. But it's just, it has plenty of space on the camera. It's just, it's like 7 hours of space on that one camera. But the issue is that I don't know if it's just getting tired, you know? It's had to stare at me for an awful long time. Camera 1 has, I don't know how many hours camera 1 has had to watch. Oh, I feel so sorry for it when I think about it. Man, camera 1 has had to stare at me for approaching probably 400 hours or something. Okay, let's see. I didn't do any instruments on that, did I? Just keyboards. Let's see. I'll wait a moment more for your votes. Yeah, when you take it out of context, Puggy, it does not. It sounds pretty obvious, doesn't it? As soon as I do it, it's the past. Touche. Well, yeah, I don't have a good memory for when it comes to what I've done. I sort of forget it almost instantly. Corbin says, do you think it will be long before you discover the S parentheses brown note? I have no idea what that is. Oh man, you're making me think, Corbin. What could that be? Okay, I'm ending voting. What you guys chose? Ooh, it's a tie between Binary Moments and Writing Rainclouds. Let's do a tiebreaker. And the urea has come through for Ariona. That's close. Thanks everyone for your suggestions, but that will be forever immortalized as Writing Rainclouds on Sunny Days. Let's see. Sweet Candy Flip is asking about green screen. I have no plans to do a green screen. I think green screens look great for people do really creative stuff with them on Twitch, but personally, I don't like a green screen for my own thing unless you don't know it's a green screen. And to do that is not practical. You know, $100 million movies have green screens, and even with their budget, sometimes you can tell it's a green screen. That said, I'm not a fan of my backdrop whatsoever, and I am currently thinking about totally redoing it. So you don't see that ugly brown wall or beige carpet. I'd like to do something, I think, where sort of more stuff is behind me that is, so you don't have to just look at me. I like something so I can get my instruments a little more accessible for me, and also, I think the instruments are fun to see. So yeah, but no green screen plan. But this backdrop, I hope, will not be around much longer. It's been a long time. Hey, King's Crusader. Maximin says, you may need a bot to deal with all the spam from To Be or Not to Bot. Oh no, is it starting to get spammy? That's my fear. CVEX, we love your brown box. I'm sure you guys will be able to adjust. Yeah, I want to get the key. Yeah, exactly. Cool reason. I like to have the Fender Rhodes actually a lot closer. And I have another thing I want to do is I've got a ton of gear underneath the keyboard, and including a 16-track mixer and some hardware effect stuff. And it's really a hassle for me to keep. I can't see it when I'm playing. I can't see stuff. So I want to get a rack unit that's sort of right here, so I can access the mixing board really easily. And yeah, so I got a bunch of things I want to do, and I'm debating the lighting setup too, how I want to light it. I'll tell you guys. Well, you guys are probably play some music. So when I originally envisioned this show, I figured I would set it up like a concert with concert lighting, and because I've filmed a ton of bands with that traditional style, you know, a black backdrop, lights that are doing cool stuff. But then I came to the conclusion that I think that the nature of streaming is that it's more like you're hanging out. We're hanging out together, you know. And I think that if I had a concert style setup that was going all the time, I think it's a little. I think it takes a lot of energy, and it takes away some of the connection we have. I think sort of this feel of direct connection. So I might do something like that every once in a while that's more concert style, but I think what I envision that I'd like to achieve someday is more like a really cool looking living room with lots of instruments and gear and stuff. That's sort of what I'd like to go towards eventually. Okay, while I'm talking, I'm actually starting to bring in requests and stuff, so I'm trying to multitask. What I'd really like to do is have a setup that is so modular or portable. If I had that and like a good road crew, then I do every show in a different location. Because that would be much truer to the spirit of this show, right? Improv, because I don't know if any of you guys are musicians, but the environment you perform in really impacts you. It's amazing how much of it affects you. Like, if I did a show that was, you know, out by a lake, and then a show that it's in a cathedral, and then a show in, like, I don't know, a bathroom, whatever, that impacts you. I think space impacts us in many different ways. Just next time you go to a restaurant with high ceilings and go to a restaurant with low ceilings. And if you really pay attention, they have very different vibes just with the height of the ceiling. Just the way sound interacts differently in the room. Okay, started bringing these requests. I do play a tiny bit of guitar, but not to the point I'm going to play on stream yet, because I just haven't had any time to practice it at all. I agree, Maximin. Maximin says green screen is a cheap replacement for a new location each time. But I would fixate on the word cheap. Yeah, I don't see myself using a green screen anytime soon. I just don't think I think they're distracting. They're distracting unless it looks real. And to do that is extremely difficult. Let's see. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay. Someone says a dungeon. Yeah, I could do a show in a dungeon. It'd be so awesome, you know? Yeah, and Greeley has a nice point. Green screen is only good for the audience. The artist still knows it's not real. Let's see. Wasn't there some story about I think it was Lord of the Rings. Was it Ian McKellen? An actor from Lord of the Rings got really emotional at one point because all they were doing was green screen stuff, and he's like, I might have the actor wrong. I think it was Ian McKellen. You know, got crying or emotional. It's like, this is not why I started acting, to like just stand in front of a painted green backdrop. But it's mainly, I mean, I think green screen, some people pull it off really well and it works for what they're doing on Twitch, but it's just not, it just doesn't fit with the way I approach things. Okay, let's load up these. Oh, first we got, Kia Beef, Mario and Esquire, 76 beats a minute from Sniper Bob, drum loops from Apugs and Chad Set. I think there's a first time request from Chad Set. Congratulations. You're about to be immortalized. Okay, we're loading up these sounds. Yeah, it is Chad Set's first request. Nice. Okay, we have our minimal kit from Seebeck. Okay, that is our kit. Let us initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. Let's generate these drum loops. Okay, here is Apugs, raw from the generator. We'll listen to it once and make a few adjustments. Nice. Okay, we're going to add a kick right here. This kick we're going to drop just a little bit. These hats we're going to drop. And let us, I think we're going to honor the silence of the, yeah, we're going to just straight up honor that silence. No caveats. We are going to put some reverb and delay, which will put a little bit of stuff in the silence, but I forgot to get my mixer. Okay, here it is. Apugs' beat. Here we go. Nice. Okay. That is Apugs' beat. Let's check out Chad Set's beat, raw from the generator. So Chad Set, the way this works is that I have this program I wrote that turns text into a rhythm. And so we listen to it raw, and then I'll make a few adjustments, but I will not remove any of the notes that are in your username. I might add some, but the DNA of your username will always be contained within. And what's cool is that the way I set it up is that you can request loops multiple times, and each time it'll generate something different, but it is always connected to your username. Okay, here it is raw. Nice. I'm going to add a kick right here. These two snares we're going, and this kick we're going to lower in volume just a bit. And then these we're going to lower in volume just a bit. Lower these hats just a bit. And I think we'll have a hat there. Okay, here it is. Chad Set's beat. Nice. Thanks, Chad Set. Thanks, Apugs and Chad Set, for your loops. Let's check out the sounds you guys have given me. And I should say again, I'm not anti green screen in principle, like they have gotten extraordinarily good with green screen in movies, and sometimes it allows them to do things that especially indie films, to do stuff at a much lower budget, which is awesome. That makes it practical, and obviously if you want someone flying in space, it's easier to do it on green screen. I think it's just in the context of my show. I think I like something that's going to be more organic. We got Dark Bass Drive from Elite. Acid Etched Bass from Casilton. From Corbin, we have Luminous Tines. From Cool Blue Reason, we have the lovely Piccolo. And from Puggy, we have the mighty Voxbox Lead. And then we have from Cara Diva Glass Butterfly. Some of these sounds have so much delay built into them. It's great. Like this sound. Okay, let's do you guys are going to choose which of these is going to start the improv. Wait, did my program duplicate, or hold on, guys? Okay, good. So we could start with one of those drum loops, or Dark Bass Drive, Acid Etched Bass, Luminous Tines, Piccolo, Voxbox, or Glass Butterfly. Yeah, Maximus says this delay will continue in the next show. I don't know why this reminds me. I was in this band a long time ago, and we did a record. And when you're making a record, you think, like, we want to make it so it's listenable all the way through. We want it to feel like it's part of a larger, has an arc to the whole record. It's not just a bunch of random songs. And so we were thinking, what we should do is to really connect all these songs together. Is the kid should just play the Dig-a-da-do straight for, I don't remember how long the record was, 60 minutes. And we'll record him doing it underneath all the tracks. And I'll do the circular breathing for 60 minutes or however long it needs to be. And then we're going to leave it on the record at a volume of 0. That was our plan. I don't think we ever got around to doing it. Let's see. Okay, you guys had enough time. End in voting. Maybe I should do that for every show. Is pre-record, 5 hours of Dig-a-da-do playing, and have it going underneath, but at a volume of 0. Etsy, it's Dark Bass Drive from Elite. Nice. Thanks, Elite. We're starting with the legendary dark bass drive. Okay. Here we go. Time to etcetera. Wish me luck here. Okay. Nice. Drum loos from Apugs and Chad Set. Thanks, guys. That was a nice little ditty. Cool set of sounds. I was digging. Glass Butterfly was pretty nice in there from Carrot Diva. A little bit of the piccolo. Oh, and the Luminous Times. That was a nice sound too. Okay, thanks. All good sounds. Let's name this baby. From Wormwood 65, we have Bubbles of the Mind. From Sniper Bob, the mind is the green screen for the soul. Ooh. From Azzazelynn, an electric eel and an EMP. From Corbin, the autopsy of a raindrop. And from Diva, Palindrome Wings. Okay, those are your options. Bubbles of the Mind. The mind is the green screen for the soul, an electric eel, and an EMP. The autopsy of a raindrop and Palindrome Wings. Oh, thanks for your calps. What did I do? I did not do anything, did I? Oh, I did Melodica on that first track. I forgot about that. Did I add Melodica? Let's see. Zaru, I don't have mode requests set up yet. But being able to request modes is a frequent request. It is on my list. I just haven't done it yet. Do you have a favorite mode, Zaru? I'd say I generally, on major keys, I tend to do Ionian or Mixolydian. Every once in a while I'll do Phrygian. And on minor, I mostly, predominantly do Dorian. Occasionally I'll do Aeolian. And sorry, on major, I didn't mean Phrygian, I meant Lydian. Sometimes I do Lydian. And on minor, every once in a while I do Phrygian. Sorry, I misspoke. Lydian is a good one. Well, if I remember, Zaro, next time we have a major key request, I'll try to do something in Lydian for you. But I don't have any way yet to document this. Thanks for hanging out, Puggy. Okay, any voting? I see you guys chose. Ooh, it's a tie between The Mind is a Green Screen for the Soul and An Autopsy of a Raindrop. So we'll let the Greeks decide. And it's The Mind is the Green Screen for the Soul. Sniper Bob. So Mixolydian is a fancy way for saying basically a blues, sort of more of a bluesy sound because it's got a flat 7. Locrian, I don't know if I've done any Locrian on the show before. Locrian is a diminished mode. So definitely a different sort of sound we don't hear very often. I wonder, has there ever been a top 40 pop song where the chorus was built around Locrian? I think probably not. Maybe. I mean, certainly there'll be moments where you'll sort of have a Locrian type scale going on, but it's more because, you the way the chord progression is happening as opposed to actually really feeling like you're in Locrian. Anyway, congratulations, Sniper Bob. Thanks everyone for your suggestions, but that track is now known as The Mind is a Green Screen for the Soul. Oh, look at Sniper Bob's titles. The Mind Stalks the Soul. The Mind is a Green Screen for the Soul. Sniper Bob, you got a thing for the mind and the soul at war with each other. Okay, let's see. Looks like we got a new follower from Zaru. Thank you, Zaru. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for supporting live music on Twitch. Okay, create a new empty track. And I'm going to hydrate. Grio99 just added, "The day my shoes stole my soul." Let's see. Okay. Let's bring in these requests. Okay. I do rock out to Tower of Power. Of course. They're my backyard, right? They're an Oakland band. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Tower Power is an amazing funk band who had their heyday in the 70s, but still were playing. And they often were hired. They were known for their horn section, and the Tower Power horn section was often hired by different bands. There's a great Little Feat record called "Waiting for Columbus," and if I remember right, it features the Tower Power horn section. Another Tower Power tidbit, I think I'm right on this, is the current musical director of SNL, Lenny Pickett, I think he's still director, was in Tower of Power. Okay, we have Key of D minor from Corbin, 92 beats a minute from Greeley 99, Drum Loose Mr. Houdat and Wormwood 65. Full set of drum fills, full set of sounds. We're going to look at those momentarily once they get loaded. There it goes. There's our kit, Deep House kit. So now that we have our kit, we can initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills, generate our drum loops. Let's include the possibility of that sound. What is that, a wood block? Oh, Wormwood and Zaru's first request. Nice. Nice. Congratulations, guys. First of many. Whoops. There we go. Here it is, Mr. Houdat, raw from the generator. Nice. A lot of kick drums in there. So we're going to lower them in volume a bit. Let's lower these snares a bit. I think that's it. Nice. Okay, here it is, Mr. Houdat's beat. Groovy. Nice. Thank you, Mr. Houdat. Now we have Wormwood 65, raw from the generator. Jiffy is shaking it off. So Wormwood, if you haven't, I'm not sure how long you've been watching, but the way it works is I have this program that turns text into rhythm. And so we listen to it once raw, and then I'll make some adjustments. And it'll do different beats every time, so you can request again. But here you are raw. I love that sound. Okay, we're going to do a few things. We're going to add a kick here. These two snares we're going to drop a bit. And a lot of silence in this one that I think we're going to honor, I think. I like all the space. I think I'm just going to add don't want to, trying to decide. Yeah, let's add one kick here. Here's Wormwood 65. Yeah. Oh man, that sound on the lowercase d is so awesome. I just love it. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Houdat and Wormwood, for your groovy beats. Let us check out these sounds you guys have requested From McDonk, we have Future Wobble Bass. Whoa. From Zaru, we have the Chinese Guzheng Zither. From Seebeck, we have Calming. From King's Crusader, we have Orbiting Jupiter. From Sniper Bob, Retro Space Lead. Whoa. That's pretty cool sound. I don't know if that's been requested before. I don't recognize it. Gamer from Elite. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? Oh yes, you guys are going to vote on which of these will start the improvisation. It could be one of those drum loops or the Future Wobble Bass from McDonk. Our Zither, Calming, Orbiting Jupiter, a Retro Space Lead, or Gamer. Okay. Votes are coming in. Give you guys a moment longer. Okay, you guys had enough time. Ending voting. Hey, Music Chick. And it's Retro Space Lead from Sniper Bob. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Okay. So as always, as I'm playing, be coming up with titles for the song, venues, tour names. Come up with some good bot talk if you haven't already. And yeah, let's do it. It's Saturation time. Here we go. Yeah. A nice little improv there. Powered by Sweet Loops from Mr. Hoodat and Wormwood65. Thank you guys for those loops. Oh, thanks for the calps. That was a nice set of sounds. Man, that lead sound from Sniper Bob, that is a great lead. You guys are encouraged to request that sound again. I don't know if it's ever been requested before. Oh, but lovely pads. All those sounds were sweet. I used the McDonk's bass as a droney thing under the second loop. Yeah, nice set of sounds. Thank you guys. Oh, we just got to name it now. Let's name this baby. Let me get these titles. Let's see. Oh, you guys get a lot. Almost 50 titles. From Maxim Alliance, we have Milky Way Bass. From Musichick, Dreaming of Being Somewhere Else. From Lost Elf, Misplaced Turtle Shells. From Wormwood65, Active Mysticism. And let's see, one more. From Diva, Still Waters Run Deep. Okay. Your options are Milky Way Bass, Dreaming of Being Somewhere Else, Misplaced Turtle Shells, Active Mysticism, and Still Waters Run Deep. What did I do on that track? I did some voice and some baritone. Oh, and we got a new follow from Music in Home. Thank you, Music in Home. Okay, you guys had enough time. Let's see who you chose. Still Waters Run Deep from Cara Diva. Nice. Well, thank you everybody for your title suggestions, but that track is now known as Still Waters Run Deep. Second title for Cara Diva. Other one was Midnight Croquet. Midnight Croquet. That was a good one. Okay, create a new empty track for us to fill. Okay, loading up. Oh, let me check something. Okay, starting to bring these requests in. See you, music chick. Oh man, I haven't done anything fast in a while, but the only tempo requests I see are 2 at 150, 1 at 144, and 1 at 75. We've already done something close to 75, so I think it's time. We'll do Wish Me Luck. I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna do 150. We only have one key request as well, so we need some BPM and key requests. I'm gonna have to find some fire for this track. Okay, we have G minor from Undead Clank, 150 beats a minute from Root Bear 75. Oh, and it's the Cavern Kit. Oh man, the Cavern Kit is not necessarily the most conducive to fast beats because it is tons of reverb, but we'll make it work. Draw moves from Elite and McDonk. Oh, I'll demo the sounds in a moment. We got to do the beats first, though. Okay, let's load up these beats. Okay, we got the Cavern Kit. Nice. Okay, we have our what do we have? Okay, there we go. Initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. Well, we're going to do eighth note drum fills. We are going to do eighth note beat as well, because otherwise we'll be way too jammed up. But we are going to include the possibility of that lovely cowbell with a probability of 4. Okay, here we go. Here's our drum loops. Let's bring these in. Okay, XW Elite. Hi, Echo Monkey. I have not seen it. It sounds cool, though. Sniper Bob says, is that a bread rack you have your equipment on? No, it's a, it is a what do they call them? It's a black wire. It's a whole huge black wire shelving unit on wheels that I got and I custom sized it. Yeah, I need to put a cover because it's not very attractive looking. Okay, here's XW Elite. Here it is raw from the generator. Okay, we're gonna drop this snare a bit. I love the two cowbells up there. I don't think we need it. This, yeah, let's lower this kick just a bit. Oh, that's good. There it is. I'm not gonna do much with this beat. Just gonna leave it like that. Actually, I want a kick here, I think. Cool. Let's check out McDonk. Here it is, McDonk, raw from the generator. Okay, we're going to lower the intensity of these snares a bit. And of these hats. And let's lower this kick just a bit. Okay, here's McDonk's beat. Now, do I want to add a hat in there? Yeah, actually, I want a hat right there. Okay. I think I'm going to drop this kick just a little bit. Add a snare right there. Okay, cool. We have our beats. Let's check out our sounds. We have from King's Crusader, Funky Clav. Oh, that's weird. Is that stereo or am I going deaf? Yes, Echo Monkey, there's a website and you can demo all the sounds. There's about 1,000 of them. Or a couple thousand maybe, I don't know. And then we got Funky Clav and then we have 70s Funk Clav. The Funky Clav came from King's Crusader. The Funk Clav comes from B-Nick. We got Warm Bells from EffortlessMountain. Loose Strings from Corbin. If my head is messed up or if these are stereo effects. You guys hearing the stereo effects? Candlelight HPF from Seebeck. And lastly, we have Craft SQ from Wormwood 65. Okay, you guys choose which of these will start the improv. It could be one of the drum loops or Funky Clav. That is weird. '70s Funk Clav. Warm Bells. loose strings, candlelight HPF, or Craft SQ. Okay. Loads are coming in. Okay, wait a moment more. Okay, you guys had enough time. Well, votes are still coming. I'll wait a moment more. Okay, any voting? Let's see. Candlelight HPF. Interesting choice, guys. I could have guessed. Once again, chat chooses the wackiest sound for me to start with. This is going to be a fast one. So these ones are very risky because the drum sometimes can't keep up with all the notes. My computer freaks out. So be praying for me. Pray for the computer. Pray for to be or not to bot. Okay, here we go. Candlelight HPF. That was fun. Cool loops from Elite and McDonk. A great set of sounds. I was a little unsure how I was going to use that set of sounds at that speed, but I thought it came together. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I need to do more of the fast ones. It's just the computer is so unreliable on the fast ones, but it did a good job. Did a good job. It did not stutter on any of the beats, at least that I noticed. Oh, thanks for your calps. Oh, Smokes is here. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn off something. Let's do our titles. No, Smokes, I've already done a bunch of tracks. Okay, let's look at these titles. From McDonk, the cube root of yes. From Cool Blue Reason, discovery of the seventh universe. Let's see, two more. From Elite, lurkers emerge in a euphoric trance. From LostElf, stainless steel road. And from Azzazelynn, airship. Okay, those are your options. The cube root of yes, discovery of the seventh universe. Lurkers emerge in a euphoric trance, stainless steel road, and airship. What did I do? I just played keyboards. Hey, do you even ABBA? Welcome. I'm sure someone will paste in a helpful link for you. LostElf just did. But I will augment that with... oh, good night, Sniper Bob. So do you even ABBA? Everything I do is improvised. So if you heard any of that last track, that was just made up on the spot. But I base that improvisation on sounds you guys choose for me. You guys come up with the speed of the track, the starting key. I turn usernames into drum loops and drum fills. And what just happened is chat, while I'm improvising, came up with all these titles, and I picked 5 of them, and chat is choosing which one we will name the track on. So it's a very collaborative, interactive show. So I hope you'll stick around and make some requests. Maximin's trying to sneak in a SQL attack. Okay, I'm ending voting. Let's see, you guys chose. Ooh, it's a tie between Stainless Steel Road and Airship. Tiebreaker. Ooh. The Greeks. Give it to LostElf. Stainless Steel Road. That track, it will be forever remembered as Stainless Steel Road. Thanks everyone though. Oh, thanks. Do you even Abba? Look at that! Look at that extraordinary list of LostElf's titles. Looks like we got a new follow from Mayor PBC and Echo Monkey. Thanks for the follows. Okay, so we're going to start getting ready for the next track. If you've not yet made a request yet today, please do, especially if you're new. If you're new, go for a drum loop, exclamation point drum loop, one word, or exclamation point drum fill. But if you, and you good chance, you definitely have a good chance getting a drum fill. Drum loops, there's only 2 per track, so it's a little more competitive, but yeah, King's Crusader says, LOL, continued. The list is too long. I actually had to write custom code to accommodate LostElf's titles because there's so many of them that they can't be whispered. They're too long. The whisper will just disappear, and I believe they would disappear from chat as well because the protocol has a limit on characters. Yeah, so you notice that LostElf just ran a command called my names, and that will whisper to LostElf the list of titles, venue names, tour names that she's come up with. You can also do my stats, exclamation point my stats, one word, and that will give you your channel stats, like in terms of requests. In theory, I haven't checked it in a couple days. It should be working. Let me know if you don't get a whisper. You might need a follow to be or not to bot in order to get a whisper. Because there's a setting in Twitch where you can disable whispers from anyone you don't follow. So if you do not receive it, it's possible that you have that setting enabled. Okay. Oh, we got a whole bunch of BPM requests now. Okay. And when you guys run a lot of commands in a row, it might take a little while for you to get your whisper because to be or not to bot is set up to only do one command per second. one message. And that's intentional on my part to control rate limiting, but it means it might take a little while. And to be or not to bot prioritizes certain other messages over stats requests because they are sort of processor intensive for it. Okay, we have oh yeah, does To Be or Not to Bot not follow me? Yeah, recently To Be or Not to Bot was giving me a hard time about not following but see you, Lost Elf. Anyway, we got C sharp. Oh, you're leaving. We got your key, Lost Elf. C sharp. 112 beats a minute from Zeph43. Drum loops from Maximin and Yeti Smokes AK, aka Smokes. Full set of sounds and drum fills. We'll check those out momentarily. Yeah, I recently changed how To Be or Not to Bot handles drum loops because it was set up in a way that it actually, people who were trying to help us out and give us drum fills and stuff were disadvantaged. So To Be or Not to Bot now considers how long it's been since you've had a drum loop. It didn't used to do that. It didn't know the past. Now it does know the past. Okay, we got the Epic Electro Kit from Ariona Squire. Okay, we got our kit. Let's see, what am I supposed to do here? Oh yeah. Initialize, import our track names. Generate these drum fills. And generate our drum loops. Are there any wacky sounds I want to include? Sure, let's include the possibility of the cowbell. Why not? A low probability, though. Okay, bringing in the drum loops. Here's Maximin, raw from the generator. Here it is. Nice. Let's see, let's add a kick here. This snare we're going to drop a bit. Whoops. These kicks we're going to drop just a bit. Let's add one snare there. And these hats we're going to vary. Okay, here's Maximin's beat. Nice, groovy. And then we have Yeti Smokes AK, raw from the generator. Okay, what are we going to do here? These snares we're going to drop a bit in volume. Let's add that hat right there. Okay, here it is. Here's Smokes' beat. We're going to drop these snares just a bit more. I feel like I want to put an effect on this beat. But thank you, Maximin and Yeti Smokes. Thanks for your beats. I think we might put an effect on it. What would be something good to do on this? I can't remember. Does anyone know if there's what's it called? It's a special. It's kind of filter. I can't remember what it's called. An auto filter. Yeah, let's try putting a filter on this baby. Nah, forget it. I like how it is. Well, maybe we'll kick that in at some point in the song. Okay, we got our beats. Let's check out our sounds. Oh, that's awkward looking. Doc Bizzle, I'm talking about it's a filter effect that is based on the volume of the sound, and so the louder the sound is, the more the filter kicks in. And this is not doing what I want it to do. That it's a specific effect. I forget what it's. I've used it as a guitar pedal. I don't know if it exists on. Okay, let's check out our sounds. We got Toasted Tubes from Hat Machine. Harpsichord from McDonk. Mystic Vibes from Wormwood 65, percussion sound. Warm Electric from Skullvalanche. That's weird. It's a monophonic guitar sound. Yeah, it's weird. But cool. Just unexpected. Rain Harp from EffortlessMountain. From Mr. Hoodat, Voice Plucks. Cool. Okay, you guys choose which of these sounds is going to start the improv. It could be one of those drum loops or Toasted Tubes, harpsichord, Mystic Vibes, Warm Electric, Rain Harp, or Voice Plucks. Let's see, while you guys are voting. Oh, Dom, by the way, thank you for letting me know about the community thing. I added the stream to the music community, so it should show up there now. Okay, ending voting. That's what you guys chose. Rain harp it is. Nice. Rain harp from EffortlessMountain. Okay, here we go, guys. Again, if you're new, make some requests. I think I'll do one more after this one. And then come up with titles while I'm playing. Venues for Friday's venue. Tour names for March. And if you leave mid-song, let me remind you that in theory on Friday, I will have a new Vuvuzela, and I'm gonna do unboxing live. Never done this before on the show. Unboxing. It's gonna be a whole new element of the show. So you guys will get to see me play my first disastrous notes on the Vuvuzela. Oh, and I gotta get this. I gotta put my thingamajimmy on before the track starts. Oop. Okay, good. Camera 3 is working. Vuvuzela. That's right. That's gonna be a new instrument on the show. I think likely it's gonna be the only instrument I play pretty much after Friday. I'm gonna quit everything else and just do a solo Vuvuzela stream. Okay, time for some rain harp. Let's do it. Yeah. Nice. That was a quirky one. Nice drum loose from Maximin and Yeti Smokes AK. Nice set of sounds. I usually do the toasted tube sound lower, but it was nice up really high that time. Thanks, Doc Bizzle. To be or not to bot. Oh, thanks for your calps. Let's see. Song titles. What did you guys come up with? Let's see. Yeah, Azzazelynn is right. To Be or Not Bot has no shame trying to emotionally manipulate you guys to follow it. No shame to Be or Not to Bot. From Doc Bizzle, was it something I said? Although your bridge over troubled daughters is pretty clever too. From Cool Reason, fixated on the truth. From Zeph43, Eat, Sleep, Dreaming, Repeat. From EffortlessMountain, Bioluminescence. And from Dom, Warm Shivers in My Soul. Okay, those are your options. Was it something I said, fixated on the truth? Eat, Sleep, Dreaming, Repeat, Bioluminescence, and Warm Shivers in My Soul. Did I do anything on that track? Oh, I did a little flute, that's right. Just a little flute. There's no shame in voting for your own. Definitely no shame in that. Looks like I've got some new follows from Atomic Universe and Kinglor45. Is that it? Thanks for the follows, guys. Thanks for supporting live music on Twitch. You guys, a moment more to vote. Okay, I'm ending voting. Let's see you guys chose. Bioluminescence. Nice, from EffortlessMountain. Congratulations, EffortlessMountain. Thanks, everyone, for your suggestions, but that track is now known as Bioluminescence. Okay, create a new empty track. Oh, I remember walking my tortoise through the flower garden. Okay. Bringing in these requests. I'm pretty sure this is my last one. Of the night. Barring some massive raid, I think let's see. Okay, we have key of C flat major from Dom. 93 beats a minute from Maximin. Drum loose from Dark Zune and Do You Even ABBA. A full set of fills. Oh, good. We're gonna end on our studio brush kit. Nice. Okay, let's load up these sounds. Get my mixer back to 0. And it's Do You Even ABBA's first request. Nice. I know. I feel the same way, Zero Evidence. C flat question mark? Okay, there it is. We have our kit. Atomic Universe. The answer to your question is I am using right now a combination of Ableton Live and Logic Pro. Ableton is where I store all the loops that I improvise, and Logic is where the synth sounds are, all the sounds, the drums and everything. And then I use a ton of custom Max for Live code that I wrote just for this. Because I like to do looping in a very specific way that I needed more flexibility, more power than Ableton Live has out of the box, so I had to create my own way of doing it. King's Crusader writes, all of them. The kid uses all of the programs. Yeah, and then in terms of gear, I'm gonna have a gear list eventually. People have been asking forever. I just haven't had time. But eventually we'll do it. I'm not a big gearhead. I'll say that. I have gear, but I'm not a gearhead, if you guys know what that means. Let's see. Dark Zune. My feeling about software and gear in general is that there's no right one. The music, the gear and software are just tools. And music is not about tools. Music is about expression. So tools are sort of arbitrary. And it's just a matter of finding a tool that works good for you. So my set of tools might not be the best set of tools for somebody else. Okay, Dark Zune's beat. Here it is. Hey, it's RSTZK. Okay, we're going to add a little kick here. And drop these hats a bit, and let's add one snare on the one snare right there. Here's Dark Zune's beat. Nice. Okay, we have Dark Zune's beat. Now we have Do Even ABBA. Here it is, raw from the generator. Look at those kicks at the beginning. I'm going to add one more kick, but these ones I'm going to pull back a bit. Not that one. I like that one where it is. And these two snares we're going to drop a bit. We'll add one snare there. And then these hats we're going to vary a bit. Here it is. Do Even ABBA. I just... Groovy. Nice. Thanks to Even ABBA. Okay, we have our beats. Let's check out these sounds. You guys have requested old school bass from Mario and Esquire. Uh-oh, from Consultant, it's voice bass. Golden Bowl mallets from the King's Crusader. Tibetan singing bowls from EffortlessMountain. Voice becomes flute from Seebeck. Is that the sound? Is that voice becomes flute? Oh no, that's... Man, I'm getting a little tired. That's waveform saw. I'm not even paying attention. That's waveform saw from Diva. This is voice becomes flute from Seebeck. Okay, those are our sounds. We could start with one of those drum loops or with old school bass, voice bass, golden bowl mallets, Tibetan singing bowls, waveform saw, or voice becomes flute. Oh, I forgot to put it on screen. There you go. So this is me, my last track of the day, I think. We're about to hear. But I hope you'll stay through to the end, because afterwards we'll name it, and we will. I'll do my little shout out of the day, and then we'll do a little raid. So stick around. But if you leave early, let me remind you that my next show is Friday. But if you missed that one, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But Friday is a special show because we're going to do an unboxing of a vuvuzela. And you guys are going to hear me play my first ever note on a vuvuzela. That's assuming it doesn't get lost in the mail, but it has tracking. I made sure to get tracking. Don't want to lose my vuvuzela. Oh man, Ernest Travels just wrote, I came back from dinner. I hope you're not starving too much. I wasn't starving, but now that you've talked about dinner, I'm starving. Okay, I'm any voting. Let's see you guys chose. Voice Becomes Flute from Seebeck. Nice. Okay, yeah. If Smokes and King's Crusaders votes had come in just a little bit quicker, it would have been a three-way tie. Yeah, credit to Cool Reason who did a huge donation on Monday and suggested I use a portion of it to get a vuvuzela. Yeah, unboxing on Friday. Okay, we're starting with Voice Becomes Flute. Don't worry though, all these sounds will be in it eventually. Oh, and I forgot. Camera 3 is still working. Sort of. I know the camera 3 is stuttering. It seems to stutter more and more. I don't love that it stutters, but I feel like it's still better to have camera 3 than not to have it. Even though it doesn't track me perfectly, I feel like it makes it a little more interesting to watch. I always get totally bored looking at one angle. So hopefully folks don't mind that it's a little awkward sometimes. Right, camera 3? You're a little awkward sometimes. Where are you going? I'm over here. I'm over here, guy. Oh, jeez. That's what I'm talking about. I don't get it. I don't get it, camera 3. Sometimes you work, sometimes you don't. That's right. Camera 2 never lets us down. Camera 2, right? Hey, camera 2. I was actually Googling vuvuzelas. I wanted to see, I was Googling like awesome vuvuzela players. And I actually found a recording of someone who could sort of do something cool with it. So, okay, here we go. Time to Etcetera. Final track of the night. Voice Becomes Flute. Here we go. How about the voice becomes flute? Zup up 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 up. That was the old little bit of Lydian in there. Lovely Lydian. That was fun though. Nice loops from Dark Zune and D Even Abba. Thanks guys for those requests. Oh, and Dom gave us the brush kit. Always lovely. That was a fun improv. Oh, thanks Cam Gamer. Welcome to the show. Yeah, that was groovy. Wow. It was almost comical, that track. Yeah, if you're just joining, everything I do here is improvised, but I get a lot of help. Chat shows the sounds that I was going to use on the improv. Chat shows the speed of the song, the starting key. We had a ton of drum fills and drum loops from folks in chat. Okay, let's do our titles. Let's see what titles you guys came up with. From King's Crusader, we've got Marmalade Dreams Fill the Tangerine Skies. From Cam Gamer 1, we have Where Are My Legs? I know that feeling. Let's see. From Diva, Tugboats and Dinghies. From Azzazelynn, Frogs in Bubbles. And from Smokes, we have Night at the Circus. So those are your options. Marmalade Dreams Fill the Tangerine Skies. Where Are My Legs? Tugboats and Dinghies, Frogs in Bubbles, and Night at the Circus. And what did I do? I did a little baritone, trombone. What did I do? I can't. I'm so tired. I can't remember. Yeah, it was trombone, I think. Trombone it was, okay. So I was pricing out sousaphones yesterday, and that's not going to happen for a long time. I cannot believe how expensive sousaphones are. I need to pay rent, I think, before I start worrying about a sousaphone. But it would be fun. It would be really fun. Someday I will have a sousaphone. So for you guys who don't know, a sousaphone is a tuba. It's a marching tuba. It's those things that wrap around your body. They're enormous brass instrument with the huge bell. Cam Gamer asks if I have a Rhodes. I do. It's not really set up to play on the stream. But it is, guys, yeah, it's back. Well, you guys won't be able to, can you see it? There it is. Yeah, one of the pickups on one of the notes is not working. I got to fix it. It's on the E. Sort of a trick. Sousaphone is Sousaphone. I don't know the history of it, but I do know that John Philip Sousa was one of the most famous composers of marching band music. So I don't know if he invented the instrument or if it was named after him, or maybe someone can Wikipedia it. Yeah, the three big instruments that I would like someday to have is an acoustic piano. It would be very hard. I'm on the second floor of a building where the elevator is not currently working, so I'm not sure if I'd be able to get a piano up the stairs here at this particular studio, but a sousaphone and a vibraphone. I would have a lot of fun with a vibraphone. A vibraphone, if you guys don't know, it's like a xylophone. But it's so much cooler. Okay, we got some follows from Zero Evidence 2 and Cam Gamer. Thank you for the follows, guys. Well, unfortunately, I think this was my last track. But Cam Gamer, I hope you will come back on Friday and make a drum loop request, and we will immortalize you in rhythmic form. But I think this was my last one. Okay, let's see. Ending voting. What you guys chose? Atomic Universe asks if I've ever played a cello. I have not, but I think the cello is my favorite of all the stringed instruments. A beautiful instrument. I actually played At one point, I was learning the Bach cello suite. Is it the Bach cello suites? Am I remembering right? I was playing them on trombone. Where are my legs? Nice. Cam Gamer's first one. Where are my legs? Thanks everyone for your suggestions. But that improvisation will now be known as Where Are My Legs? Okay, let's look at our show. Let's look what we did. Tonight's show, I appeared live from, well, it's classified, so I can't tell you. But our set featured riding Rainclouds on sunny days. The mind is the green screen for the soul. Still waters run deep. Stainless steel road, bioluminescence, and where are my legs? We ended on where are my legs? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do this shout out in just a second. This is gonna be an easy one. I don't think we had that many requests today, that many people represented, so it should be an easy one. But before I do that, yeah, 35 folks. I could do this, and I could do 35 usernames in one breath, no problem. This will be no problem. But I should say I will be back Friday, and Friday we're gonna do the unboxing of the Vuvuzela. I'll be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week as well, 8 p.m. Eastern. But now it is time for the shout out. Let's see. Let me get to that screen. I don't see that screen. Where is it? There it is. I have a screen that has them bigger on the screen. It's easier for me to read. Okay, if you've never seen me do the shout out before, well, first off, let me thank all my lovely lurkers. I feel your good vibes. I'm going to thank everyone who hung out in chat and made requests. And for those of you who made a request that was not filled, I hope you will come back and make one and get immortalized on one of these tracks. But this shout out, actually, you know, I just want to run a script really quick. I just want to double check that I have the right number of names. Just make sure this is accurate. Yeah, looks right. Oh, Buggy's back. Anyway, I like to do this shout out that honors everybody who had a request that made it onto one of the tracks, who came up with a title that chat voted on in that chat chose. So one of these 6 titles, or came up with the venue, which is classified, but they'll still get a credit for it. And the goal is, when I do the shout out, is to get it in one breath, or at least have a record number of, and I think my record is at least 45 usernames in one breath. So this one should be no problem. It's only 35, but I'm very tired, so it'll be exciting nonetheless, because I might fall asleep while it's going. But if you're following along, you may notice that some of these names I will say a little differently than they appear in chat, and that is because these viewers requested their name be said differently. I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just honoring their requests. Okay, let's do it. Shout out time. Just stretch it out. Stretch. Get it all ready. Here we go. Tonight we featured the following superstars of the Etcetera chat. A delectable selection of Twitch's finest Twitcherots, Twitcherinos, Twitcheroodles, Twitcher Owboys, Twitcherogers, Twitchers of all kinds, the following, who had at least one request-filled title that was voted on or venue name. Here we go. We featured Apug, Zion Esquire, Azzazelynn, Bina, Cam, Gamer 1, Seebeck Music, Chad, Set, Cool Reason, Corbett, Dark Zoon, Dom, Duya, Vinaba, EffortlessMountain, Green 99, Hat Machine, Diva, Casilton, Maximin, McDonk, Mr. Hoodat, Music Chick, Ninja Fleas, Puggy, Root Bear, 75, Skullwanch, Sniper Bug, Sour Frog, The King's Crusader, Lost Elf, Clank, Wormwood 65, Oeat, Smoke, Zep 43, and Zaru. No problem. That was easy. Easy. Easy peasy. But anyway, seriously though, thank you to everyone who made your made those requests. I say it every show, and I'm going to say it every show that I remember to, because this music would not exist were it not for the requests that you guys make. Those, a single sound that someone requests can send me in a direction that I would never have gone otherwise. Like that last track, we started with that sound that Seebeck requested. Quirky, weird sound. I didn't know what I was going to do with that. But it became the basis, the inspiration for the entire thing. So yeah, you guys are much more important than I am. You guys make my job super easy. I don't know. It's no work for me. You guys do the hard part. So thank you. Sorry, Milk Brain. I'll be back Friday though. Come back on Friday. And we're doing the unboxing of the Vuvuzela on Friday. But yeah, full set of requests on Friday. So stick around. I'm going to quickly find someone to raid, so stick around for just a moment more. Let's see who's playing. Let's see who is inhabiting the music Twitchiverse right now. So we'll take just a second. Let me see if this guy's playing. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if have we? Okay, I think I've found someone we've never rated before. I always have a nice time rating people new because I love hearing new music, and I also know how awesome it is to get rated. So in a moment, when I wave goodbye, To Be or Not to Bot is going to paste our raid link in. But first, To Be or Not to Bot is pasted in our raid call. Or it should any moment now. Seems like it's behind schedule. Divine I've already queued up somebody else, King's Crusader, but I will watch out for that. I will watch out for next time. But I already queued it up. It's all triggered by the bot, so let me say thank you everybody. Why did the raid call? Did the raid call not get pasted in? Let me just check this. Hold on, what? Something's wrong, guys. Just a second. Just 1 second. Well, the raid call is it set a raid if To Be or Not to Bot does not paste it in. But let me just make sure that To Be or Not to Bot is doing his job. You doing your job, To Be or Not to Bot? That is weird. Let me just check something quick. Let me see if... Well, anyway, it's set a raid. is our raid call. I'll paste it in just in case. Okay, Doc Biz will put it in. Good. Okay, we're in good shape. So, after I wave goodbye, in theory, To Be or Not to About is going to paste the link in. If it doesn't, I'll manually do it. But give this streamer a lot of love. It's always nice to get raided if it's a nice, friendly raid. And we have tons of Etcetera love to give this guy. So have fun. But let me say thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I've probably been a little flatter than normal energy-wise, but I still had a lot of fun with you guys. And I hope I will be just at 100% energy-wise on Friday when we have our Vuvuzela unboxing. But yeah, some fun music tonight. Fun time in chat. Thank you guys. Whatever comes next for you, I hope it will be amazing if that's what you're looking for, or calm and relaxing if that's what you're looking for. Whatever you hope for or need comes next. I hope it does. And I hope I'll see you on Friday or Monday or Wednesday or Friday or the following week or the following month or the following year or decade or century or millennium, because we're all going to live forever, of course. Whenever I see you, it'll be good to see you. So be safe, take care, be well, have fun. Keep it Jamesin with a little bit of schmookiness to keep life interesting. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.